Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Star Agent Starco Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, we are back with early access testing, and in this video we're gonna take a look at the Mind Queen Scarlet Witch. But before we go into that, guys, if you enjoy the content, make sure to hit that sub buttons and the bell next to it to get notified when we post a new video, go live with the live stream. And also, guys, if you want to play Marvel Future Fight on PC, go down below in the description, click on the link next to play Marvel Future Fight on PC to install the #1 Android emulator for Marvel Future Fight. Now, guys, let's take a quick look at Scarlet Witch. Well, first, she is boobilicious. Boobilicious, man. I think I just made that word, but whatever. Man, she looks hot. Much better than the previous uniform or the original skin, in my personal opinion. A lot of cleavage. Love this. Freaking love this. But let's not stop there, guys. We're going to take a quick look at her, obviously, because we're gonna see, is the new uniform actually worth it? Is it gonna be better than the previous uniform? Well, first, to know that, we gotta take a quick look at the skills here. There's a few skill changes. There's actually 4 skill changes: skill number 2, 3, 4, and 5. And skill number 5, at first look, people is gonna say she got nerfed. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She did not get nerfed, guys. Not at all. Yes, instead of getting 40% increased mind damage, she get 25%. But man, now you actually get mind resist, decrease mind resist that works on wall boss ultimate from that skill, which overall increase your damage by a lot, especially that it stack up to 100%. So that is a huge boost, and that's totally make up for the 15% mind damage we actually lose, because overall you're gonna do way more than the 15% you're missing here with that mind resistance decrease. You get a 4th skill, which is pretty much the same, you know, all defense down 50%, mind resistance down 100%. They all ignore immunity, so all defense down and mind resistance down actually works against wall boss ultimate, which is awesome. Then you get a 3rd skill, which does the same as the previous 3rd skill, in my opinion. I think it's exactly the same as the uniform here. If we take a look, yeah, the icon, everything is exactly the same. The 4th skill looks totally the same. Power of Chaos, yeah, is the same name. So a few skills are kind of, well, the 3rd skill and 4th skill are from the previous uniform. The 2nd skill and 5th skill are totally brand new. The 2nd skill is actually apply mind resistance. Let's I don't think it did apply mind resistance on the previous uniform. Let's go check that out real fast. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, it did. It did. It's just a different skill animation, which is my opinion, do a little bit more damage. But before we actually do anything else, guys, we're gonna take a quick look at those skills. You know, see what they look like. So we're gonna start with the 2nd skill here. 2nd skills, pretty much you do a little bit of things, and you can actually cancel the skill after the initial throw. So that makes better than the previous 2nd skill, in my opinion. 3rd skill, exactly the same as you're gonna see here as the previous uniform. Jet beam, it heals you. I think it gives you guards against it, so totally the same as previously. Then you get a 4th skill, which is it's pretty much the same as with the previous uniform too. And now you get a 5th skill. The 5th skill is goddamn awesome. This skill is 2-part. First, you're gonna summon that. Second, you have the jet beams coming down. As soon as this jet beams appeared, I don't know if we should call it a jet beam, well, chaos beam, whatever. As soon as it appeared, that means you can actually cancel the skill. It's gonna continue. But if you cancel it before that beams from the sky start to appear, the skill is not gonna go all the way. So this is this skill change, guys. We'll also have a uniform bonus: physical damage reduced and decrease risk of physical damage reduced by 25%, increase mind damage by 20%. If we compare with the previous uniform, it was 15% and 20%, and effect of skill recovery spell too. So not much change here, just you're gonna take less physical damage. And if we look at this actual recovery spell, if we go into the skills here, which with this uniform is a 15% reflect 100% of the energy damage received and decrease damage received by 10% when using X Blast. And if we look at the previous uniform, let's see if it was the same. 10, 15, 100, so it's exactly the same buff on that tier 1 passive, so nothing much here. So what we're gonna do here, guys, is we're gonna go compare the damage. Is the damage from the new uniform better or worse than the damage with the previous uniform? Both uniform are mythical, both uniform are set with the same bonus option, maybe not the exact same amount, but pretty damn similar. You can see here dodge, energy, attack, skill cooldown, dodge, critical rate on both uniform. We have a CTP of rage on the character, so we're gonna be able to go in and pretty much exact similar build and compare the damage in World Boss Ultimate. We're gonna go Coal Obsidian stage 41, which is going to give us the best idea here. We could go Ibani, but Ibani is too easy. We only have on this early access, we only have Ibani at 38. If I'm not mistaken, that's way too early to actually give her proper testing. So we're going to go against Cool, which has a resistance against mind damage a little bit, so that will give us a better opinion. And 41 without Striker, without in your dodge, not in your dodge, but in your defense, you know, team up or anything. So really everything's gonna come from Scarlet Twitch. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna compare the damage. Pretty much we're gonna see who can actually bring the boss down to like 2-3 bars the fastest. That's kind of what I want to test here. So that might take a while here, but we're gonna see. So no Striker, nothing. All we got was to counter the Blade Twister, which doesn't bring any in-your defense. We have Coulson for the damage increase against super villain, and we got Wanda for the leadership. So it's really basic damage here. We're gonna be testing, you know, raw power. That's what we're gonna be testing here. So first we got our fifth skill cancel. That's not a good start, huh? That is not a good start. So the damage is pretty solid here with this uniform already. But we do get less, you know, mind resistance reduction on the boss. So that's going to be interesting to see what's going to be the difference here. And to see if it's easier to get the damage proc to trigger with the 5th skill with the new uniform or the whole uniform. That's also something we gotta take a look at, because that's gonna be a huge difference in my opinion. That's what's gonna decide what's better or what's worse. So this is not a bad run at all so far. Not the best either, but not a bad run. And pretty much we're going to be using the same rotation. 5, 4, 2, 1, 3, or 2, 1 and repeat when the tree is too close to the 5th skill. And that's a rotation we're going to be using on 2 characters, because I really feel that's the optimal rotation for the girl. So her damage is pretty crazy, man. This is ridiculous how powerful she is. You know, cool oxygen, 41 here, no strikers, nothing, and she's just wrecking him, man. She is just wrecking him. My prediction personally is that the damage is going to be pretty much the same on both uniform. That is my prediction. And I think both uniform will be about the same, unless we have, you know, and then in your iframes on one of the skill on the on the new uniform. I think they're going to be pretty much the same. That's my prediction, but still, we haven't tested it yet. We still gotta test the other uniform after that. So when we reach 2 minutes, we're gonna stop it and see, you know, where we're standing, and then we're gonna compare with the other uniform to see where we can go within 3 minutes of gameplay. So that's bringing us down to 6 bars. So a little bit higher than 6 bars, like 6 bar and a third, pretty much. I think that's where she was standing. So we're gonna go switch the uniform and actually see the damage comparison to see if you already have the Infinity War uniform, is it worth getting the Uncanny Avenger uniform? Well, if you want to look at more boobs, yes, it is totally worth. But if you want, you know, damage output, that's going to be the big question. So back in there, same team, same stage, everything the same, guys. And we want to see who actually do the most in 3 minutes without any outside assistance with both uniform, pretty much. So we're back with that ugly bastard here. And let's get started. We started with a little bit better 5th skill, so it's not fair already. Oh, we missed that one though. The 5th skill overall seems to have less damage though. But since it applies immunity to mine resistance decrease, it looks like you get more damage from your 4th skill than before without the other uniform. But the raw damage on that 5th skill seems to be lower. That's what I see here. But both uniforms are pretty solid, and there's not a big difference. I can already tell there's not gonna be a big difference between both uniforms. But this uniform seems to be giving her a little bit more survivability. It looks like we're taking a lot less damage than with the other uniform. That might be a game changer here. PvP wise, well, at least physical damage reduction we get a little bit more, but I mean iframes more stable and that stuff. That's pretty much where we're gonna see a difference, in my opinion. But yes, the damage seems pretty similar. We still have 2 minutes 15 to go, but I don't think the damage is going to be any difference from both uniform, in my opinion. And honestly, I think it's going to be harder to sync the proc with that uniform. If you don't have a CTP of Rage where you just smash buttons, if you have, for example, a mind damage obelisk with proc, I think it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to sync your proc. You're gonna have to sync your proc on that 4th skill instead of the 5th skill like before. So that's gonna be a little bit different here. Okay, so we got transition on both, you know, on both setups. So there's not gonna be any lie about that kind of damage here, that's for sure. And we got 30 seconds left to see the difference in damage. And so far, I gotta admit, the other uniform is actually winning. Unless we get some great damage here, the other uniform is winning because the fifth skill does a lot more damage on the other uniform. But you know, it's pretty damn close. Yeah, it's about the same. It's exactly the same amount of damage we got, pretty much. So both uniform are going to bring the same kind of amount of damage. Both uniform are going to be pretty amazing. This uniform against the bunny might be a little bit better than the previous uniform, but both are at the same level. So if you have the Infinity War uniform, not really worth getting, PvE wise at least, not really worth getting the other uniform, the Uncanny Avenger uniform, and that kind of stuff. But on the other side, you have to look at the fact that Wanda, Scarlet Witch, is already a top character with her current uniform, so they cannot really have her a lot of power. I think she's going to be doing a little bit better in the PvP, maybe. I don't know if I can actually test it. Let's see if we go, if we can go in timeline battle and actually test it here. You need 3 characters. Okay, bro. Okay, so let's go put those random characters here. I just want to test Wanda by herself, if I can actually find opening viable here. I'm not sure. They're probably not gonna just give me 3 SG characters. Yep. That's the problems. Alliance list. Now I got nobody I can actually even try to actually fight, so it's not possible for me to test her in PvP yet. But I do think she's gonna be doing a little bit better in PvP with the new uniform. But I think a lot of people are gonna be disappointed with that damage output difference. It's the same damage output, guys. So a lot of people are gonna be disappointed. Me, I'm gonna get it just for the look. I love the look, but I might actually not go for it either, because I don't know. I don't really want to push another uniform like that to medical just to get the same amount of damage. I'm not sure it's actually worth it, pretty much. So that's kind of my opinion so far on this test build, guys. But overall, awesome uniform. If you don't have the previous uniform, totally worth to go with this uniform. But if you have the other uniform, guys, it's gonna be a hard pass for most people, sadly, unless they change a few things with the official release of the update in a few days. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all for Scarlet Witch. Don't forget that tonight we'll be streaming at 7 p.m. Pacific time, showcasing the full early access build, guys, trying to test as much content as possible within 3 hours of our stream schedule tonight. So check that out tonight, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to sub, like, and the bell button on the channel, guys, so you can get notified when you post a new video or go live with a live stream. And on that, I'll see you next time.